Hello everyone and welcome back to Etellan. For today's video I'll be creating the most highly requested Pokemon of my Pokemon series, which is the iconic Pikachu. As Sylvia was themed around magical girls, I wanted her to be themed around Vocaloids. I wanted to lean heavily on the amazing character designs of the Vocaloid twins Rin and Len, and also Hatsune Miku. For this custom I'll be using a Dracula doll, which off camera I remove the hair and the head, and using 100% acetone and a cotton swab, I remove the factory paint. This Dracula doll is quite predominantly pink, and knowing later on that she's going to be blushed, I decided to do a super thin layer of Citadel Wraith Bone spray paint, which will dull the colour. Once the spray is set, I added a layer of Mr. Super Clear Matte Varnish, and I'll begin the face up. The pencils I'll be using is the Faber Castell Albrecht Durer, which will be listed below because my pronunciation is absolutely terrible. These pencils are truly my favourite as they have a super high pigment concentration and vibrancy, which really makes face-up work just so much easier, and the details just fantastic. For Pikachu's eyes, I decided to go with downturned eyes as it keeps in theme with the Vocaloid look, as I really want her to look sweet and innocent. And now onto blushing. I decided to go with a mixture of brown and pink and added it to her under eyes, nose, chin and forehead. Once that's done, I added a layer of shimmer sparkle on her cheeks and under eyes for an ethereal look. And looking at her I realised she needed a little bit more shimmer, so decided to grab some of my makeup highlighter and added a golden shimmer to her cheeks and under eyes. With a mixture of Citadel Phalanx Yellow and Vallejo White, I paint the scalp as it will help in blending the hair later on. And with Vallejo Transparent Red, I added a paint layer to her cheeks, and then we'll start on with the hair. For her part, I decided to go with the weave technique, where I flip one side of the hair to the other side of the hair, and what this will do is hide the weft tracks. Once the hair is styled in the pigtails, I'll be boiling the hair to set the style. And with my straightener at 150 degrees, I'll continue to style the hair once it's dried. In finishing styling, I sprayed some hairspray onto my fingers and placed it on the areas of the hair that I all know will fall out of the style, like the sides of the bangs. Off camera, I decided to make little charms and decided to add them to her hair to spice up her look a little bit, I suppose. And with Vallejo Gloss Varnish, I glossed her eyes and lips. For the style, I decided against making ears like I did with Bulbasaur and Sylveon, and instead decided to replicate Rin's bow, but style it in a Pikachu way. So, I decided to try and show you how I make the clothing, as I don't really show it in any of my videos. Basically, in latent terms, I suppose I wing it. I never really have an idea of what I'm going to be making, I just go along and see what happens, which isn't very instructional, so generally I try to leave it out. If you'd like to see me try and make more instructional videos, however, in the future, let me know in the comments below. With all of her clothes and accessories attached, she's finished. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you think of her in the comments below. I have plans to be making a Tommy doll very soon, but if you had any other recommendations to what you'd like to see me make next, leave me a suggestion in the comments below. As always, if you'd like to see more of this doll or any of my other dolls, make sure to check me out on my Instagram at etellan.